Madam Chairperson, the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security and senior officers of the government, Honorable members of Parliament, development partners, the SCADEP coordinator and team, the National Federation of Farmers in Sierra Leone, my fellow women farmers, representatives of civil society organizations, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon.
How are you?
Indeed, it's a pleasure to be here today with you all and to celebrate the meaning of womanhood when we believe in an agenda. I am one of you guys, and you know I have my own farm. But today, I am here not only as a farmer, but as a champion for agriculture. And I'm here to lend my voice so that we don't only see agriculture as poor people's job, but agriculture as the wealthiest job in the world. I am here because you bestow on me the responsibility to be your champion. And secondly, is the fact that my husband, His Excellency retired Brigadier Julius Malabio, is a dedicated farmer himself, and is also the chief farmer of Sierra Leone. And then third, I am a farmer in my own right, in pursuit of His Excellency's dream and his call to everyone to do farming in our country. I know it's easy for me to speak grammar in front of you, but I wonder whether the pepper and the onion actually understand grammar. Ladies and gentlemen, Onalo we talk what you sabi for talk. So we will understand each other and make them very easy for each other. Today we are here for celebrate few women there. Few women there. The reason why they emphasize in the word few, because I would want or wish for say every woman will enter inside a hall like this, come out now with something. But today we get the privilege for celebrate 34 women there, or 34 women with the lead an organization where they can make a lot of difference in our country. Because any country we don't get food, that country will get problem. Today, the woman then will benefit from this second batch of funding. Then are the lucky one now, but then also for being the role models for the one that will not get it. Because when they choose you, not because you better pass the other person, they choose you because it is your time. So when you receive this money, the expectation is you invest into what you say you the investor in, and then along the line help other women that also understand the importance of farming. It's much easier for now we say we get farmers then, but a much appreciative and it gets more meaning if we say every woman at least understand what it means to be a farmer. Now farmers not only the one that way they plant the things then, not to the normal farmers. You can be a person who gets money and invest in farming. You're not a farmer. You can be somebody who not gets the money, but understand how to put projects them together and help the woman then forget the money for let them able to do farm. You're not a farmer. You can be somebody where after the woman they don't farm, where they don't pack them things then, you're not the one where they help them for move on from one point to the other so that the things they don't go perish in their hand. You're a farmer. So the chain is so long Not only the one that they don't see the hand, not to the normal farmer. Everybody were involved in something like that is a farmer. Now, the one thing we're good for this industry right now is the fact say when I get a minister where if it not be me Minister of Agriculture are for surprise. Because this man right before from the day when he sabi Madabio, that is I'm talking about 10 years ago, so he not to be minister. But the one thing we always going to talk about is agriculture, agriculture, agriculture. Now he don't really say he gets the know-how for change agriculture in this country. He get the know-how for make sure say we will be a country where we feed himself. It's okay for do you agriculture and much easier for people like people that were in the places like Koinadugu, Falaba and the Cambias where as they harvest them products then it cross across the neighboring country straight. But waiting bad Pandawande is then you leave our country starving. Because if now SCADEP is a Sierra Leonean organization. It's an institution that is funded by Sierra Leone and the government of Sierra Leone with development partners. Not to Guinea, not to the give SCADEP the money. Not to Liberia the give SCADEP the money. It is Sierra Leone government and the World Bank. Anybody where World Bank give money in your country now because they believe in the government. If they not believe in the government, they will not give you their money and you know they're not believing. So if Sierra Leone is investing in you, the least you can do for Sierra Leone is give it back to Sierra Leone. Whatever they will pay you in Guinea, whatever they will pay you in Liberia, now allow us to match it and keep the food for our people here. This is my advice to una. Because what will happen is when Sierra Leone starve, una the farmers then don't fail. And then when una fail, the government of Sierra Leone will stop to give their funding. And when they stop to give their funding, the World Bank will stop to give their funding. Guinea no can give them funding. Because Guinea, they take their money, they spend that on the Guinean farmers. Liberia will do the same thing. So your job really, now for make sure say, when Sierra Leone invests in you, now come with to the minister, come to the head of SCADEP and tell them say, now this time they pay me in Liberia, now this time they pay me in Guinea. And I want Sierra Leone to match it. Even though Sierra Leone give the money, but then come back to them and let them match it and keep the food in our country. I say this because I'm a witness of all of these things. I see, I travel around this country where Honorable Quinty they talk about First Lady way to go around. I don't sit, I go around. The number of flocks then where I see flock which we palm which we permit them. They cannot talk and say for English. The trucks then where I see which we permit them, where the head can be and border. The trucks then where at the sea went and reach for harvest rice. The trucks then where at the sea which we Sierra Leonean rice, they head to the borders. Koinadugu and Falaba are so close to Guinea, basically some places they Guinea money they use. I know this because I don't own all of them places anyway. So if we they say we want to reduce hunger in Salon, we want to produce for Sierra Leone, we can only do that collectively if we keep our food in our country too. Mother not do mistake when he choose this minister for head this ministry. Because this is a man, if you want for no say a food obsession, if you want no say you minister get obsession, now forget and work for them. He will do one again and again and again until it is perfect. He will not stop. I know this firsthand because I don't know this guy for almost 10 years. SCADEP, the head of SCADEP is like a brother. You know, you get two people with two different characters. The head of SCADEP, you see, if you are more of Malawian character, I know the talk. But then, the kind of passion we get for both men and try for give to the woman then. Now, imagine that with the minister, we believe the implementation has to be done. The woman, they therefore lead. And now we'll get deputy minister when a woman. And they try for shift all empowers them to me, even though in no say, he gets more of the powers. The reason why I make Lona understand this. Woman then we know how to make things happen when we want to. If you go to the minister in face that day, you go to Mr. Suleiman in face that, go to the deputy minister, my woman, because she will understand. When you go to the deputy woman, I will tell you, you go find way to make the minister go smile. What you wanna achieve here is an achievement for this nation. Your success is a success for Sierra Leone. What you wanna do, we will change the narrative into farming for this country. When President Bio say make we do farming, in no say, he gets food soldiers there. President Bio no say go do farm, make you can give me that eat. And not one day talk say, go do farm, where you don't make sure say, this hectare na me you dey give. The one day when they do vegetable, one day we they not give you food. The one day when they do palm, me no one day member of pastor more if you go waka then so tell they can't give one pattern palm. I not say then what is happening. But the pleasure what would they give to the president, what he no say, una the woman then, what he see, when if Namada Biodea is see, then kind video here of an achievement of women. Things the way woman and they can do, where they can change the narrative in this country. I tell you, he will appreciate you 10 times more. The reason why I will appreciate you, but Mother Bio will appreciate you more. Because man he always see we as the weaker sex. So when they see we achieve something like this, they will say, then they suffer all this suffer. They not say, God give you something we not give them. We God make we for multitask. Now woman will come in the dinner farm, in the cook at the same time, in the brook at the same time, in the iron at the same time, and they do all the work and they done at the same time. Now if you want them man fail, now forget a hoe and give a kitchen say go get water, they can't dig in there. If they say whether they dig down first before I go get the water, bring and can. If possible say you need the water for let the digging will be easier, but not going to do the two together. So you people are the chosen ones this time. Now be the role models who are supposed to be. When I make let the minister and Mr. Sule, let them get more confidence for go out and reach out and find more money for more women. No agriculture not in the world where they succeed when not get money. You have to invest money in agriculture. Money, money, money. And the World Bank, this is what when I can say, I can able for all the time I make comments on this. When you have organizations that come to your country to help you, it is easy to know them. They don't ask for kickback. They give the money. Now, if you have organizations that come to your country and the funding that is given to them for your country is now used to buy the latest Jeep, now what will the farmers get? If you don't go save this money, because this is not the worst thing that can happen to African countries. You go here, don't say, I don't invest $5 million in this country on this. You don't go find what you invest them on. Because you know they will see them. Now, because in most cases, when they count that money, they get 15 consultants the way they follow the money. Then they pay them all, how then they pay them in Europe. Sometimes then they double them because they will say they don't come out in their home. Then they double. So 80% of the money go back. Now tell me how you don't help me. If the money where you be saying now for me, now for buy Jeep and for pay consultants. This now another thing also where at the ask of the minister and Mr. Sule, let them also go to look at them here. When the funding comes and they said it's for the women, let that funding goes to the women.
Yeah.
But no organization under no circumstance no can give you $20,000, $30,000 and say for the women, but then when you're doing write-up, you say now $2 million we don't spend, and you minister or you head of institution, you sign that thing. You don't legalize stealing. Now make me nobody know they work with me. I don't get problem back. They don't work with me, hands up for girls is all over this world. Because the government of Sierra Leone believe in it. Hands of our Girls is funded by the government of Sierra Leone. Because I know they sign no donor in paper. You know they can't tell me, say they give me 1 million, but I give 20,000, and the other one I don't spend up on this, that. Where you want to spend it, before don't make law to spend them together. Then I will sign. And that's not the reason, because you get people that when they talk all over, say, oh, hands off our girls, nah, don't know them, now then they give me money. Any don't know waiting now before me say, don't give me money for hands off our girl, and they slap you. The few people that I don't work with, and that one then are out of conviction. UNFPA, Save the Children, me and then the Sabina waiting and kiki. You take your own responsibility, I take my own responsibility. My responsibility are very serious. And your own, make sure say, now make whenever, if donor partner say to me, I want to buy your t-shirts. I say, you go pay to the person where they make them, sign your receipt, so you know they come to me for anything. And that one they make them easy. Because now you go spend them, who say you spend them? You for you to get all the receipts there. But you don't go say, no, Allah give you, then you go make her, then you go cancel it. No, I need one. Because I must be originally how much you come with. And for that reason, and I tell what thank you say. Because if an international donor, they're not more for chemical commission of inquiry, and they reach. Because they're not waiting in Guinea. But I say this because I don't learn and I don't understand say this is what is going on. The actual funding that comes to your country is not invested in your country. But then when they make announcement or pronouncement internationally, they will say, we have invested this amount of money on your country. And it is time for the leaders them also, that the ministry they are for able to challenge donor partners now and say, no, this I will not do. If you will lose the money, but you get respect. And the one way you not sign for, as long as you not sign, they're definitely able to use the money. So rather the money go back, but they're not going to report and say, I don't do this, I don't do this, I don't do this. The reason why nobody able lie to President Bill, or you don't lie, don't to run. And now they tell you the day where they go look at the place. When somebody when you don't give money, they tell you say I don't invest the money on A, B, C. Not send person for go check for you. Go there yourself and look for yourself. Then you go able to know the money where you give this person, whether it's spent down or the purpose where you give the money for. So tomorrow when the person come again, you go able to make a decision where not the right decision. This is not the problem that we get also. Most people rather sit in the offices, they not they go check on the people, then where they give them money. Not to all man. You hear yesterday waiting SP say you have honorable people and you have not so honorable people. So go and check them. Sometimes again you go don't give a farmer money. Sometimes you give a 1 million or 2 million. But when you go see the kind of work what he don't do. Now you save the go spend more money for can help him because he don't do beyond. But plead here this afternoon is for say, now take this job seriously. For now, it will be tough. But in the next 2-3 years, you guys will be the most important people in society. You guys will be the richest people in society. And you guys will be the most respected people in society. Because, I tell you, we all the eat. Nobody know the way not the eat. But I also want to talk to the woman. They know we also try to introduce different food to the people there. Me, I get problem na news. If you cook the whole cassava, then go eat them all. One day no go left. But if you ask them, we say we no eat it. If you cook yam, the same thing. You know go meet half left, but they will say we no eat it too. Because we all just depend on rice. Now rice. And that one then because right from day one, we not agree for introduce new food then, so we begin them, make them understand, say not to rest no more day. Now we also try that one day backward. Now begin and get used to all the varieties there, make them understand, say the carbohydrates that they get from rice, they will get them from cassava, they will get them from potato, they will get them from yam, they will get them from cocoa. Food, now how often you eat them, now you get used to it. Me where they are so, where I travel that they suffer past old man. Because anything one not sabi, I eat them. So that is a bad habit for me. Because it's possible to say the food where they give me and the other places there, they're more healthier, then they get all the nutrients where they look for. But the fact that I not sabi, I need eat them. I need try and see. So now we begin for good varieties. The other thing also, the one the way that they do vegetables. This is not the other thing. And I get that problem in my house again. Anything I will tell you now wait here at the face in my house. If I put salad on the table, the only person where I know say they eat salad in my house religiously na mother be. But if I put salad on the table, and by the grace of God, I know they call the name, but my man in ministers they come. Salad day, cassava leaf day, potato leaf day on the table. They will not touch the salad. They will tell me, say, Madam Boss Lady, wait till they na the salad and the same thing na the cassava. They'll just go one thing. Because they don't use them. All of this now food, now culture. Food is a culture. As long as you use them, as long as you know them, you know say, I need this in my body, I need this in my body. If everybody knows say them for eat salad, if everybody knows say them for eat carrot, if everybody knows say them for eat onion, the one the way that they plant them, then they get more customers. That one they also left with we woman there, mama there, with education, the way we educate to people then, the way we educate to begin them. Lord, we also begin, not only for planting, but begin for making people understand why it is important for them to eat them food here. Why they for mixed food, why there is a word called balanced diet. Lord, we also try to put that together. Now, His Excellency no dey na here, but I know say he dey look forward to waiting at the hotel. And I will go tell him again, Mr. President, you woman they say, make I tell you, say they're not ready for the famine. But how are the tell on a message? When I make sure the message stand up. Because now I send me not to me talker. Do your farming. Whatever problem you have, you already get people that wait at the forefront politically waiting at the job for make sure say your job is easy for you. So do your farming to the best of your ability. Because anything in life when you invest, you do with love, it will be successful. Anything where you just do a normal for do sake. Now then you know can do them right. But something where you do out of love and compassion for yourself, the love where you get for food and the compassion where you get for humanity, even that one they say, Allah will bless you or do more. So at this juncture, now 34 people that we get, we don't benefit. I want first, now we congratulate them together by clapping for them. And now, I not say the minister they from work frantically. We see he read his speech in English. And because the minister and like my big brother, and we they talk about so many stuff together. So I'm not saying the next batch of the one that we will benefit, we will announce them very, very soon. Amen. But the most important thing also, with the money, you need the right equipment. You need the right tools then. I want to follow and know say, there are tools. Tools that get this man for the last 2-3 months, now me into the go. Now for go bigger. But for me, woman then, I know the shame one. But we don't able to put together so many stuff. And we don't talk say immediately after the Ramadan, we will go around this country. Also we know say woman then they farm. Also we know say woman then they do agriculture. In whichever form, woman and man then, before them man they say we don't exclude them. Because we need to know pasmako. Also agriculture they happen. We make sure say we go and begin for distribution to the woman, to everybody. So that we prepare for the next farming season. So we prepare very early. Because rain don't already begin for camp, we need for start immediately. So immediately after the Ramadan, we will come back and come meet you now. So this is not just a touch base, because the real deal, now when we begin for do the distribution, then the way, by the grace of God, where we go back, we will go put together a timetable and they make you know. This time we'll not call all the women there for camp, na one side. We dey go meet you in the place. Because by that way, we will not say yes. When we say this na for Koinadubu for Shiva. When we say na for Bombadi for Shiva. When we say na for Bo for Shiva. Kono for Shiva. Because we no one shape, the one way for go Bombadi fasting na Bo. We know they do that one day. This time, what we go shape, we go meet in a place. So by that also, we will begin for see the things the woman they do and understand the help the woman need. So I want to say thank you so much to Mr. Sule for inviting me, and of course my dear brother, the Honorable Minister, thank you so very much, sir, for putting this together. This man, I know we talk this now, me and two little secrets, I'm going to left so long more, but I am so pleased to be here. Before this thing happens, so don't make rubber, don't fit. But you know, because I will prove the secret actually. I say, why would they can't do this? Why would not do the machine thing? No breaker, all the things they can't get the woman together one time. But in the same say, for left and safe, stay after Ramadan for too long. I say, I will make the fast through. And why are the fast? So I'm telling them the first month, wake you don't catch me, not nice so. You got to smile. You don't say so hungry the way don't hold you. Now serious one, wouldn't the fast go, I don't say go relate, As you don't begin to go 3 o'clock, you know say talk for them. So, but since we say no, still do this one, we don't do one, but very soon again when they come. And but the next time when they come, if we say we are coming to all farmers only. And any district we will go to you and make it special for you and you alone. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. Hello? Okay, so whilst we
Atokan, say the goodies they boku, the mammy don't talk all. And I now clap for again. I want to pick few words the mammy speech. I give all my responsibility. Farmers say we government has carried no you back, the world back, for give back. Now everyone talk and the greatest problem nowadays. What do they produce in this country? They know this way they go. So rest no day. Each day, to be honest. Now Gambia, they are doing all this way. The first job we are doing. When you go back more, you see the agricultural produce there, where they go illegally. And I may be for lawful trade and give start there. Nothing on the left here. We know say we want quick money, but you are living the left side of the country. Well, sometimes they can look at the profit margin and say they want to pay more than this. Do you? Yes. Then we, of course, the Mammy also can do. If not to Ramadan and this or other things, we want to have to learn things. The part don't put in our talk say before they everywhere in this country. Me and the minister are ready for oral. As I tell now in our research, I always get choices. If you want to have your choices under this clothes. So that let's say the day, this clothes not restrict me for move around. Scabbard, you want more money, the Mammy don't talk. When I go further. Anyhow, we want food culture, we all, that is not for one person. Salo, we all, they know we. I say, Salo man, if you know eat what, he say not eat it. Love change and small. We get beaucoup food now. We don't go to African countries, for example, Ghana, Nigeria. We get beaucoup vegetables. Food diversification. We the plant but we know the eater, we know the appreciator. I go let this preaching for we monitoring. So on that note, we want to call the I want to give them one adjective for laughing and for good one. When I be here, how for coroner, farmers, when I native woman. Our list anyway, I consider my some people already part of her. Are beneficiaries, but when you don't go put and something together, say somebody can cook, you don't cook for the part where they can eat them. It's sweet. If you're not sweet, you will not work. But we all today sweet. So I call on beneficiaries. Grantees, we will go fast so that we go down. As I call the right sector, let we come so the Mammy go and present when I don't check it over. Aladdin Engineering, Logistics and Agricultural Enterprise. All the one where they do rice, when they come, then I will call on her for recognition. But first of all, we get a very important person I will meet. It's like they work out with a team. When I talk say, I'm for hope let the trade minister there because we lost a lot at the borders. So we want to recognize the deputy minister of trade and industry. Welcome, ma'am. I just tell everybody, the family Kano. Agriculture is so. If that na farmer, not so na normal. So. Alright. When I talk about the Mamino candle, because we need for this camera. We need for this camera. So the one that always do right is allowing Dietary to present on our get away after everything on our way on double check. Not just a representative sample of UNA. So placed on the earth, let Fatima agricultural project. Expendable agricultural project. Alright. Finance Women Cooperative Development Cooperative. Onion, and give us 220 million. Finance. Onion. Congratulations. Malo Poultry Farm, 275 million euros. Congratulations. Malo. After Malo, go before vegetable and village. Ready? After Malo.
Okay, product of agriculture.
Go before vegetable enterprise, 220 million. Go before another pass. Okay, we're not going to start before we're not going to start. And then poultry, we're not there aside. And then poultry. And then when I go there aside, and then I don't make that fast. And then train 275 million. Wow. It looks like a school, that's the money they bought. 275 million. And then poultry. Okay, come on, understand by come on, poultry farming enterprise. Alright, fast. What's in my standby? What's in my women for farm processing marketing? enterprise. 270 million. This person, you don't know how to go to expect to find. The value is not going to come up. What's the man? Jobex farmers, understand my? Jobex, and what's the man? 270 million. Jobex, 275 million. Mark Poetry, on a day aside. Mark Poetry, on a day aside. Hungary Agriculture and Business Center, oil palm. On a radio, that's it for the company. Every weekend I did it. Hungary. 275 million, Hungary. No, I'm not saying. Geneva Agriculture and Development Association, 275 million. Sylvania Small and Medium Women's Business Group, 275 Sylvania on a set aside. Sylvania came master say they will be farmer. Sylvania is saying that farmer. Odila on the aside. Oyila Women Palm Oil Processing and Marketing Enterprise, 275 million. 275 million. Water Enterprise, 275 million. Water Enterprise, Nadia Asad, 275 million.
That's me.
Women in Action, Nadia Asad. Women in Action. Women in Action, Nadia Asad, 275 million. Maroon Organic Farm Limited, 220 million. What's it again? Onions. Falcon Farming, 220 million. Vegetable producers.
Falcon Farming.
Shine Salon Agriculture and Business Venture, 220 million. Shine Salon. Falcon Farming, Falcon Farming, any representative? Alright. One woman rural women development cooperative, 220 million. One woman. Master farmer. Namina Power, Metsula Agribusiness, 275. Metsula, they are side Agribusiness, 275. Rice farmer. I want to marry a lady in that. Agenda of Community Transformation, Sierra Leone. Alright. Actually, this is not Minister, this is not straight. Yoma Bank, set aside. Yoma Bank Women Development Enterprise. Ojo Agriculture Development Project, Leone, 275 million. Stephanos Development Enterprise. On a their side. 275 million. Manamusu na Senesa. Gobere. 200. Gobere. Manamusu na Senesa. Gobere. 275. Enterprise. Mugilato Enterprise, 275. Mugilato, 275. Yada Enterprise, 275. 272 million. Mugilato. Tala Mulu Development Investment, aside, thank you. Tala Mulu Investment Development. So what about the aside? So what about 275 million? Loco. So what about Loco? So what about 270 million? So what about Submarine Women Agri Enterprise, 275 million. Masana Agricultural Enterprise. Masana Agricultural Enterprise. 270 million. Masana Enterprise. 275 million. Euro opportunity for black price development. 275 million. A large human rice milling processing and packaging enterprise. 275 million. Yes,